Hey.
Welcome, everybody. We got an awesome live stream for you guys today. We have an Oscars cage match, some heavyweight champions in the Oscar collecting world. We got Steve, Excelsior Movie Reviews, just named Oscars tonight.
Oscars.
So, Oscars, are you ready for this cage match?
I'm ready. Got the movies loaded, ready to go.
And I love the name change too. You're not BSing around. You're letting people know you are the Oscars.
You are Oscars.
I am Oscars.
And then we got convicted cinephile Derek. You are ready for this?
I am. Got my pile all ready to go, and I'm not changing my mind. I'm not going to overthink anything.
And of course, we got to have our judge in here, who is an expert on the Oscars as well. Pure Hangout, how are you doing out there?
Doing well. I'm excited to take a look at these collections and, if need be, break some ties, give some judgments. Yeah, ready to go.
I know we have the easy job tonight, right? We just get a cast judgment, let the audience vote for the most part, give some commentary. It's just fun. All right, audience. So tonight, remember, audience, you are voting here. We're going to go through 10 rounds. 10 rounds here. Unless we get to a tie and we go overtime. But 10 rounds, you're going to vote each round which title you prefer out of what is shown here tonight. And the answer to each round question. All of these are Oscar-themed questions. So love the participation tonight. Also, I will remind the audience, if you love cinema, you got to Oscar smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Share out this live stream to everybody. Let's get these live streams popping. And our super chat goal tonight is 5 super chats or 1 high tier membership, and we will do a giveaway. You guys know I have tons of giveaway stuff over here. I got 4Ks, I got Blu-rays, I got Steelbooks. I have all this stuff that I'm just trying to get rid of. And then, of course, if you get a high tier membership, you can, get some cool perks like choosing movies for me to review and doing exclusive videos, whatever your heart desires. So definitely look into that. But let's go ahead and get into our first round. Round 1, movie with multiple Oscar wins. So this can be from any Oscar category. Let's see what these contestants are. I mean, just off of the Oscars last night, Derek, I mean, you could probably pull a few movies here with one battle after another. You could do Sinners. I mean, there's a lot of good choices. Derek, initially, Pure Hangout, what are you thinking over here for these guys pull their title?
Well, I like Oscar history. I like going way back. If you look up here, this is every single Best Picture winner. So here's the newest winner all the way to the first winner. And I like when stuff shows up kind of in this area. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe some Oscar history, perhaps.
Damn it.
The 60s here.
I'm not going to dig out my Columbia Classics.
So you don't want no obvious ones. You want some oldies in there. I like that.
I don't know how that'll do for your viewership, Mike, but
I know, right?
Just Jennifer.
All right, without further ado, round 1, guys, ready to pull. Movie with multiple Oscar wins. 1, 2, 3, reveal. What do we got?
I did. Nice. I went Sound of Metal. I took multiple as literal as I could and picked anything with 2 wins. So I went with Sound of Metal.
And you got the
underrated gem.
Criterion. Yep.
I keep it sealed just so I don't have to worry about ever watching it. I'm just kidding. It's a great movie, though. If you haven't seen it, it won sound and editing in the COVID year. Probably so, given the title. But yeah, this was one of my favorite Best Picture nominees of that year. And it's a little movie that never would have been in Best Picture had it not come out in 2020, probably. So I love this movie, especially Paul Raci, the supporting actor from it. So I love that movie. So does my wife. So I wanted to pick that one.
I like that. You're going for the highbrow, the high art there. And then Steve went with the blockbuster, just pleasing Lord of Rings. Look at that.
Yeah, this one had 11 Oscar wins. So it was just like, I picked another one that was also another 11 wins. Some big ones here. This one, it won all kinds of art direction, best picture, best director, best, had everything.
The stuff.
Yeah. All the technical stuff. I mean, this movie's the trilogy is very technical, very technical. I love this at the time. And this is when they filmed the 3 films, Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, and Turn of the King in like 14 months, back to back to back. And the actors didn't even have a chance to get too old, especially even like the younger people. The younger people didn't get old. Like they filmed it that way. You imagine doing that with New Line Cinema, doing that with a studio now, that part of Warner Brothers, to get somebody to put that kind of money, especially for a director from New Zealand to do that most people had never heard of before. A lot of actors that a lot of people had never heard of before. As Rudy,
wasn't that the director that did Meet the Feebles?
Yeah.
Dead Alive and
the Bad Taste director, and
yeah.
I love Peter Jackson. He needs to make another horror movie so badly.
Yeah.
All right, audience, you're voting right now. Are you going Lord of the Rings or Sound of Metal? So as you guys are voting, let me just give you my 2 cents here. I love both of these choices. Great titles. But you know me, I love my blockbuster action fantasy movies. So if I was an audience member, I would definitely lean towards Lord of the Rings. It's a safe pick, but it's a good pick.
I was saving that for later. Let's just put it that way.
It did pull out all the stops now. No doubt. It fit the question perfectly. But Sound of Metal, very good as well. I've only watched it once, though. It's not that type of title where I'm like, I got to go rewatch it all the time. But it was a good one.
It's a good deep cut, though.
It's better on the second watch, and I saw it in the theater.
It's a great movie. Yeah, it was one of my favorites that year. The other one
with me with like
sort of hearing, oddly enough.
I have sort of a hearing impairment, so I can kind of a little bit. I'm not like them. I'm not to that level, but I kind of relate to and empathy for people that have issues with their hearing like that. Very strange. Very very different to have somebody that when he goes through the procedure or whatever, and then people are pissed at him in the movie. Like I alienated all the people that live here because you did that. That was strange.
It's a clever way to get around the whole scenario. Yeah. You either feel bad for him, or you feel bad for him that he wanted to fix himself. It's like
right. That's right. Why wouldn't he want to do that
about himself? Essentially. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he want to do that?
And Peer Hangout, where are you leaning on these two?
Well, I know I just gave that speech about Oscar history and liking the stuff from the past. Well, actually, both of these are new. So, and actually,
it's
funny that I say that because Sound of Metal's the newest one. But I think I got to go Lord of the Rings. That's my favorite Best Picture winner. Even though, like I said, I like a lot of the deep history. That one still, even though I consider it new, is my favorite. So I got to pick that one. But you can't use it every time. You can't use it every time.
No.
Every question, every round, just
yeah, because that's just like a default movie for me. Like,
I'm trying to avoid using Lord of the Rings.
It's rare a fantasy movie would win an Oscar. That doesn't happen very often.
It wasn't like never really. I don't like fantasy movies, but I love Lord of the Rings. So I'll happily.
That's right. There you go. The crossover.
I'll happily lose to Lord of the Rings.
We got some votes in here. Looks like it's a clean sweep by Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
Just too popular.
Uncultured swine out there.
you can't be Lord of the Rings with that. That's just.
As soon as I saw you hold that, I'm like, well, screw me.
But you know what's great though? This is also a great recommendation stream because if people haven't seen Sound of Metal, it gets it back on their radar. And like we all said, we all enjoyed that movie, so now they can check it out, which is great.
It's on Criterion, and it's an Amazon Prime streaming movie. I think that's where it debuted, was on Amazon Prime, and then it got released on Criterion. So it's fun.
I have the 4K, and I've even watched it too.
I'm not gonna watch the movies.
We don't watch movies.
I got a kid. I can't watch good things.
Hey, family movie night, Sound of Metal. Let's go.
Yep. It's appropriate. He's 8.
All right. Oops, not that one. That was another one. All right. Let's see. Round 2, horror movie with an Oscar win. So they're thinking about their choices here. I mean, you could go off of last night alone.
Yeah.
Pool Sinners. Pool Weapons.
I do own Sinners. It's like the only one I actually own.
Frankenstein, if they had a physical release yet.
Frankenstein. That was a great night.
Yep.
8 Oscar wins for horror movies, I think. Not too bad.
Are you counting K-pop Demon Hunters too?
There's 10.
Yeah, I feel like that fits.
It's horror.
For my kids, that was horror.
Right.
It says demon. It's horror.
Yeah, that introduction.
Gateway horror, right?
Yeah, Gateway. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so Steve and Derek, horror movie with an Oscar win. Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
I went Misery.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's a good one too.
Because I didn't want to go Silence of the Lambs, even though
I like that cover too. That's a banger.
Yeah, it's just the Screen Factory slipcover. Yeah, cool. I went the lazy route. I didn't go for the sweeper. I went for the one of the best actress wins of all time with Kathy Bates.
That was a great movie.
Nomination for the movie, and she won. It's like her first movie, damn near. So yeah, R.I.P. Robert Pattinson. So I grew up watching this. That's why I'm weird. So yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite lead performances, and the fact that it's the scary one.
That was your bedtime movie, Derek?
Yep. My mom had all the Stephen King books, so we'd always watch those on TV. That Carrie, it's
a big Sledgehammer. I like the Richard
each other for fun all the time.
Remember Richard Farnsworth is kind of like Scatman.
He just shows up and gets.
Yeah, just like he's the hero all day, and then all hell breaks loose. I
never made that comparison, but it's completely accurate. That's funny.
And remember, audience, you are voting for which choice you prefer. So we got Misery or Steve, Silence of the Lambs. Look at that. Beautiful cover. So Steve, you're playing it safe tonight. You're going with all the bangers.
Yeah.
I know. Very mainstream.
Yeah, is that sweet spot. If everyone knows what it is, and it happened to win an Oscar.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is a movie, though, where some people actually don't consider it horror. If you guys know this or not, I don't consider it horror, even though it has horror elements. I always say the movie is more police procedural, kind of detective story, a thriller, but with some horror elements in there.
That's kind of what's going through my mind. That whole time I've been thinking, do I want to? Usually I do categorize it, but I don't always feel comfortable doing that as, categorizing it as horror. So that's what I'm wrestling around with right now. Where do I want to place that? Especially when, that is in the question,
Yeah.
I'm not just generically saying it's horror. That is in the question. So I feel like you got to take that seriously.
Yeah, audience, that is a good question. Which one is more horror? That's definitely something to consider. A good factor there. Yeah.
I do want to read something though. I looked this up because a lot of people consider it to be like a thriller. I always call it a horror film disguised as a thriller, and that's how it won. If it were called a horror film back then, no way it would have won. But I'd look this up on Google though, to see that yes, several horror movies have won Academy Awards, though wins in the major categories are rare. The Silence of the Lambs is the only horror film to win Best Picture, also sweeping Best Director, Actor, Actress, Adapted Screenplay, and so on, and the main stars in it too. So yeah, I think at the time they had called this a horror movie, I think it wouldn't have won. I think, but Hannibal Lecter is definitely a horror icon, and so is Buffalo Bill. I think those are horror characters, but I don't know. It's it. I think over the years it's gone from being a thriller to a horror film. But so,
and if AI Google says it, it must be true.
I always say, is it scary? Then it's a horror movie.
Yeah,
it's subjective.
See, there you go.
I don't think Sinners is a horror movie. It just happens to have vampires in it. I don't find it to be a horror movie at all. But it's a horror movie.
There is one scary scene. There is one scary scene in that movie that disturbed me as a kid when I turned that on TV. You know what I'm saying? With Buffalo Bill and the well and all the dance scene. I'm like, what the heck is this? So that was very scary. You got a point.
Hannibal Lecter ripped off a guy's face. That's not scary. And wore his skin on his face. Like,
yeah,
I'm cool. It happens.
Ooh. Look we got some good kind of back and forth here. We got Misery getting a couple votes here. We got a Silence of the Lambs.
Best thing is no one's wrong.
But it looks like we got more Misery.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And then we got people talking Die Hard for some reason. I don't know why. It's not even Christmas time.
Yeah, IMDb says it's a horror crime film. So I guess it's a elements of horror.
Intersectional.
They'd be in the same ballpark. Misery and Silence of the Lambs. I'd say they're both
Home Alone.
Thrillers that are scary. Home Alone is a Die Hard movie.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of good quotes in there. That's a good point. Silence, yeah.
More portable.
Yes,
Oh,
I
there
say
you
get
go.
out of the cock-a-doodle car and Silence of the Lambs, but that's just me.
Looks like Misery took it.
It does. I think Misery has the more votes.
Glad I
So
went
there
with
you
that.
go. See, Derek, that choice was a great choice right there.
Yeah. And I'm glad I didn't have to break a tie because I'm still wrestling. What do I do?
Glad
I don't have to
both equally not horror or horror, if you want to make that argument. So I'm like, my other pick probably been almost the same. So
I got to stick to the plan for the next one. Instead of
both are so good, though. Oh my goodness! If you haven't seen Misery or Silence of the Lambs,
they're two of my favorites.
Yeah. All right, we're going into round 3 here. Ooh, most controversial Oscar.
Right, which one do you want? Because there's 2 easy answers, and I have them both in front of me.
I've got some other choices too.
Wow.
Which one will people hate more in a good way that they'll vote for?
Initially, I'm just thinking like Everything Everywhere All at Once with Jamie Lee Curtis winning, supporting actress. Because I know that was controversial to a lot of people. I'm like, what? I thought she was the best, but everybody else was like,
that movie.
She's not my favorite, but I'm happy she won an Oscar. I'm not going to complain about that.
She had like the best speech too of all time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we all won that night. I loved it.
Yeah.
What do you think compare Hangout initially before they draw?
Well, this was like not I guess like I don't know what kind of controversy this would be. When Marissa Tomei won, there was a controversy that maybe Jack Palance didn't read the name correctly and just thought that's what it said. So it was like I don't know, I guess you'd still call that a controversy, but it wasn't like a true one,
That gets me thinking,
being weird.
That gets me thinking they could pull Moonlight or La La Land.
Yeah, yeah, it was people suspecting that's what happened, but it didn't actually happen. But I always think that's an interesting little.
It was so out of nowhere that it had to be on accident.
Right? Yeah.
But when you watch the movie, it's like she totally deserves to win. She's
yeah, totally. One of the best comedic performances.
All right, Steve and Derek. Most controversial Oscar win. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
I'll play it simple this time.
Oh. Well, Steve, which one you picking? Give me throw it up too.
Okay.
Forrest Gump over. As you can see, mine is an Academy Award-winning movie. Where is it? There it is. Sticker, just in case you didn't know.
Official sticker.
Says it up here and there. But yeah, Shakespeare in Love beating Saving Private Ryan doesn't get much more controversial than that.
Yeah.
This was my lazy choice up for the game. But it still pisses me off to this day, and
it irked me. Yeah, this one, Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump's a great movie, but a lot of people loved Pulp Fiction at the time. They thought, Forrest Gump, really? But Forrest Gump's a big box office winner. Great movie, Tom Hanks. But this is like the kind of the underdog kind of film that year. Pulp Fiction was a lot of people thought that it got cheated at the time, but this is a Miramax film. It kind of grew in popularity, and the theater releases started to kind of grow as the word of mouth got around with this. And Quentin Tarantino's second film after Reservoir Dogs, and but yeah, I still love Forrest Gump, but this is a kind of a controversy as far as one winning over the other. One's a kind of popcorn film.
There was another one nominated that was also. There you go, Shawshank Redemption.
That was a good year.
You can't go wrong with any of those. Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank.
Shawshank became more of a kind of a cult following. Like a great movie too.
Yeah, once that one, because they were always repeating Shawshank on television, so then everybody just kind of grew up watching it. Families watching it, parents watching it, and then that one also like sort of entered the conversation. Well, like, wait a second, maybe that one should have won.
And that didn't win anything, and like nobody saw it in theaters. It's
These two movies
and it didn't win anything. At least Pulp Fiction got to win a couple.
Right.
All right, so audience, you're voting Shakespeare in Love or Forrest Gump. Ooh, great choice. But if I look at the question here, just to give my 2 cents again, most controversial Oscar win, I feel that Shakespeare in Love is very controversial because a lot of people were like, what the heck just happened? Where you still have a lot of fans of Forrest Gump. You know, you had some people that didn't want Pulp Fiction, but I don't think anybody was pissed off that Forrest Gump won. I don't think they're like, what the
heck? At the time, especially, people just like to complain now.
Right. Yeah, I think
that's the popcorn
kind of
movie. Yeah. I don't even own Shakespeare in Love, though. I don't even own it, so I can even show that one.
I remember that joke in the movie The Big Sick where Kumail, or was it? No, it was like Ray Romano and Kumail are talking. And he says, you know, when Forrest Gump came out, it was the greatest movie of all time. But now, for some reason, everybody hates it.
That's right.
I love Forrest Gump. Oh my gosh, I can rewatch that movie endlessly.
Yeah, I probably watched that movie 50 times. I watched it with my son for the first time, like around Christmas. He loved it.
Yeah, just like Saving Private Ryan, it's Tom Hanks again. I mean, he was great in the 90s.
And, you know, a lot of people consider Saving Private Ryan the greatest war movie ever made, you know, so
it's up there at least.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily think it is, but a lot of people do, you know, believe that. It is up there for sure.
We know Linus, and he's in prison right now.
Yeah.
Where he belongs.
We got Shakespeare in Love, Forrest Gump. Ooh, let's see. Shakespeare in Love.
Forrest Gump.
Ooh. Because Munchkin's already voted Shakespeare in Love. So he's just saying Forrest Gump is still.
Wait a minute. Okay.
So that's still a Shakespeare in Love vote, I believe, right?
Adele.
Ref, you think so?
Yeah, he's just saying he loves Forrest Gump. It's his top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's saying that one's not controversial because it deserves its win, I think.
Yeah. So
it didn't surprise anyone when it won, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it looks like Shakespeare in Love is going to take this one. No love for Shakespeare in Love.
If I had that movie, maybe I would do it.
Movie, but
I had Private Ryan.
The other obvious one, which was Crash. So I had a feeling I would pick either or.
See, I like Crash. I finally saw
Crash. I like Shakespeare in Love too. They're not bad.
Yeah.
They're the one, but they're not bad.
I love movies too much because I usually don't have a problem with them.
Yeah. I don't want them to win, but
right.
All right, round 4. This is going to be an interesting one. Both in acting, which could mean lead actor, lead actress.
One lead and one supporting one.
And one supporting. So supporting actor, supporting actress. But, you know, you could go lead actor, supporting actress, right? Lead actress, supporting actor. So you can mix and match there. So it makes it kind of interesting. My Oscarology isn't that, you know, up to Derek's level down there. So pure hangout. What are you initially thinking here? Does anything pop into your mind for this one?
Are we still talking controversial here? Both in acting?
No, we're in round 4 now.
I know, I guess I don't understand the question here. Both in acting and
pick a movie that has both an lead and supporting Oscar win.
Oh, that has both of them. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I don't know, making that too complex. Let's see. I think I don't know. My mind goes to. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. I was gonna say As Good as It Gets, but Kinnear did not win. So, gosh,
that was the 2 leads that won that.
Yeah, 2 leads. Let's see. Can we go Terms of Endearment? Right? Didn't Shirley win?
Yeah, that would
work. I love that movie.
Yeah, Terms of Endearment.
I don't own that one though.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I forgot I had that. I bought it like last year on the Paramount.
Wait, I shouldn't be just saying titles. What am I doing?
I'm already saying
you're not going to get up anyway.
Not getting up anywhere.
Like I can't reach without looking like I'm cheating.
Too much.
All right, so both a lead and supporting Oscar win. Let's get ready. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nice.
$1 Million Baby and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Nice. All right, Steve, you're feeling that $1 Million Baby?
Yeah, I love this movie. I mean, it's so sad, and Paul Haggis wrote this, and Clint Eastwood directed. You got Hilary Swank won she won Best Actress, and Morgan Freeman won Best Supporting Actor. And Clint Eastwood didn't win. He didn't win Best Actor, and he's one of the main parts. I mean, especially closer to the end of the movie, is being a Catholic. He has to make this decision that's like heartbreaking to ask people what to do. And it's a sad movie. I mean, it's kind of like a Girl Fight in some ways. It's sort of Paul Haggis. They said he may have kind of taken the idea from Girl Fight. Only the boxing's way better in this movie. If you ever seen Girl Fight, the boxing, and Hilary Swank's really great in this movie. Her boxing's phenomenal, and Clint Eastwood, didn't want to train her and all that stuff, and then just a tearjerker, man. And I'm sure some people don't always want to watch movies like that, but if you want to cry a little bit, it's so tragic.
It's a good
tragic.
one.
Yeah, I don't go back to that one a lot of times because it is sports drama more than inspirational sports story. And I remember when I picked it up, I knew nothing about the movie. I just love boxing movies. And I'm all watching it. I'm like, oh, this is so great. It's going to turn out all awesome about that. And I'm like, what? Did that really just happen?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like Raging Bull,
They love drama at the Oscars, man. They want drama.
Yeah.
They want
I
people
love that movie. Yeah. I was surprised how good it was when I saw it when it was in theaters.
It's like, move the chair. Look out for the chair. The chair is dangerous. All right, Derek.
I did one of my favorites and the family's favorites. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Frances McDormand won her second of 3 lead actress Oscars for this. She's like my favorite actress, so that's why I picked this one. And Sam Rockwell won supporting. He's one of my favorite actors. And Woody was also nominated. He was never going to win because Sam was winning everything. But this is one of my all-time favorite movies. Saw it in the theaters. It was actually the first movie I brought my kid to in theaters. He was about 3 weeks old, and he slept through it all. So I always tell him, like, it's the first movie he saw in theaters. But yeah, this is one of my favorite movies, Oscar movies of the past decade, I guess, because it's still within the last 10 years. But yeah, I love this movie. It was probably my favorite movie nominated that year, even though I still love Shape of Water, which ended up winning. Yeah. I just love these actors so much, and I'm so happy they won together for one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And it's
Frances McDormand, she has what now, like 3 Oscar wins?
She has 3 acting Oscars and 1 Best Picture Oscar for Nomadland. Yeah.
Wow.
But didn't get an Oscar win for Darkman. I'm still confused by that.
Right.
I love Darkman.
Well, she's married to Joel Cohen, and they've known Sam Raimi forever. That's why she did that movie.
Since school days, yeah, I love those guys, which everyone knows probably.
Yep.
All right, audience. So you are voting here: 3 Billboards or $1 Million Baby. This is a tough choice here. Both are great dramas. Wow. But once again, we got to think back to the question. Once again, the question, both an acting and supporting Oscar win. So I'm trying to think about the acting. What acting did I like more? The Hilary Swank, Morgan Freeman combo is just so good. So good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think in your hangout initially? It's a tough one.
Well, yeah. Like with Morgan Freeman, loved seeing him get that Oscar. That was great. But with 3 Billboards, we had 2. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't want to be mean to Hilary Swank, but I just didn't care, that she got a second one. But Frances, I was really, I'm always rooting for her whenever she's up for something. And then to see Sam Rockwell win, man, that was so cool. I remember the first time I saw him was in the first Turtles movie. And
didn't know that at the time, but
yeah, I didn't know at the time. But I always quoted him, like his lines stood out. But yeah,
he's great. He's great in a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy too.
Oh yeah,
the captain.
I love everything. He's one of my favorite.
But yeah, I don't know if I were voting, which I don't think I am yet. I'd probably go 3 Billboards.
Yeah, we got Vin over here. $1 Million Baby started out so generic, but really went forward with the drama. Great tonal shift. I wasn't expecting. I'm telling you, it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, we got $1 Million Baby. Ooh, but 3 Billboards. Well, another 3 Billboards. $1 Million Baby. $1 Million Baby. Oh my God.
The movie is pretty equal.
Ben popped in again and voted.
Oh yeah, wow.
Okay, so Vin came in. I thought he was voting for $1 Million Baby, but
he's going 3 Billboards.
Yeah, he's playing both sides.
We got
He's nice like
we
that.
got 3 for 3 billboards, and we have $1 million, $1 million, $1 million, 3 for $1 million. Is that what you're getting to, Peer Hangout?
Me? What am I leaning towards?
Well, that's
oh,
what
sorry,
you're
yeah,
right?
yeah,
3 to 3?
each. Yeah.
3 each. Okay, so unless we get a last minute vote in here, you're gonna have to judge this one. Ooh, you're gonna be our tiebreaker here.
Well,
as our official ref for this matchup.
I guess, yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I said earlier. I gotta go 3 billboards on this. It was so cool to see Sam Rockwell. It not only that part, but just his career as a character actor. It was just awesome.
Oh, there is a last minute vote in here.
Oh, John Doe.
There is a last minute vote. Yes, Jeff. Jeff came in.
Here he said his outside again.
$1 million baby. Where we're gonna let that vote in. Peer Hangout, your call.
Yeah, he was probably typing it before I stopped talking.
Right.
So I think that's
fair
fine.
enough.
All right, there we go.
Oh my God.
Wow, that was right there, Steve. You were sweating, huh? You were sweating just like Hillary Swank in the movie. You're like, ooh. Yep, there you go. Peer Hangout has it. But Jeff came in. Can't go wrong with that.
2-2 though, man.
Like they're both good.
Yeah, there's been some great choices tonight. You can't go wrong with these choices. Really good stuff.
Probably why they were nominated.
Yeah.
It's almost like they won.
I don't know. There's been some stinkers nominated too. There's some Oscar movies I can't get through.
Oh, I like the recent ones. I don't like Moonlight though. No, necessarily.
All right, let's see. We are on round 5. Movie by a multi-Oscar winning director. So this movie doesn't have to have won any Oscars, actually, technically. Just the director has had won multiple Oscars. So I like the phrasing of this question here because you can really go deep in this one and do some different stuff here. So yeah.
Oh.
I mean, like, it's just pull like any Steven Spielberg title, right? What's Steven Spielberg's favorite out there? Let's get some.
Although he has won more than one directing Oscar, so I would laugh.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of...
I'm not changing now. I'm not putting away 21 movies.
What do you think in Peer Hangout? There's a lot you can do here.
Well, I'm trying to think of directors with more than one Oscar for directing.
Well, it could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be directing, though. A multi-Oscar winning director. So it could be for editing. It could be for writing. I mean, pull any
I see.
A Sean Baker film.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you say that. Yeah, that opens it up a lot wider there.
All right. Woohoo. Okay. So once again, question. Movie by a multi-Oscar winning director. Steve, Derek, 1, 2, 3. Show us your titles. Ooh, Jaws versus...
I did the literal back-to-back Best Director winner.
Ooh, look at that.
Right.
Inarritu, Birdman, and then Revenant. Back-to-back.
Wow. So Birdman, Derek, you a big fan of that one?
I like Birdman a lot, yeah. I like The Revenant a lot, too. They're both awesome in their own weird way.
Yeah, I had a different movie picked out, but I thought maybe I should pick the bigger, the more popular movie.
I think you picked the movie he won for. That's fair.
Yeah, this is a movie.
I don't like one of the best
choices, though. You can't go wrong with either of those.
Yeah.
This one's a dark movie, and this one's a fun movie. So I should stick with the fun ones.
So Jaws versus Birdman. Wow. And who was the director for Birdman again?
It was Alejandro Inarritu. I always forget his first name.
Okay.
He won for Revenant the year after with Leo, but this one didn't win Best Picture famously. Spotlight did, starring Michael Keaton, Birdman.
Right.
So he got to be in 2 Best Picture winners back to back, and then he got to direct 2 Best Picture winners back to back.
And he got to be different superheroes, Batman and Birdman.
Yep. He should have won.
Some good choices there. Good choices right there. But
I tried to go as specific to this question as I could possibly think of. Like, I gotta do that
one. Steve is playing it safe, going with the GOAT here. Steven
Spielberg. I should go with the popular one instead of the dark one.
It's tough to beat Steven Spielberg, though.
He was the first person I thought of because he's won more than one directing Oscar. So I was like, oh, Spielberg. I'm like, that's too easy.
I had a backup too.
I feel like I mean, I guess the wording of the question is more like, you know, pick a movie, and Jaws would be my favorite movie, but I really do like that you pulled the two films, the back to back. I think that's a really cool Oscar stat right there. So that's nice.
Never did that.
But both are very good movies. So
There couldn't be more different.
Shark versus a superhero movie, kind of. Drama superhero, whatever you want to call it. All right, guys, let's get into the chat then. We are voting for either Jaws or Birdman. I think I know where this is going to. I'm seeing the comments already.
Unless you're really a big fan of The Revenant, you can give me your vote.
But hey, Birdman is no slouch. If you haven't seen Birdman, that is an interesting movie, especially that long take at the beginning, right, when they're going behind stage and everything.
The whole movie is long takes.
Yeah.
It's all one long take. I mean, not really, but it is.
Yeah, it's just fascinating to see the filmmaking in itself.
Yeah, both those movies, yeah. That's what, also won cinematography back to back too for the same reason.
But then you got Jaws, where you got that first shark perspective kind of introduced because they couldn't get the shark to work. So let's do something different. So that's a directing call right there. And I think you know, Spielberg made a good choice with that one.
Made it work, yeah.
Wasn't even nominated for Jaws, but you know, that's
it was nominated for Best Picture, but it didn't win.
It should have been.
It should have won probably, but
what won that year then?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Nest. That's a good one too. Yeah,
that's what PTA mentioned. The 5 films that got released in '75, and it was stacked with Nashville and One Flew and Jaws and some really great films got released that year. And it's like
the 70s were crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's so interesting. Like some years you have it where they're all just banging titles. You're like, it could go anywhere. And then some years you're like, I don't feel like any of these should get
it. Nobody should win.
All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, we got Steven Spielberg. Can't go wrong with Jaws. A lot of Jaws. Jaws.
I mean, if I wasn't playing, I'd probably pick Jaws too.
I would have voted for Revenant, but Birdman is great. But he'll still go Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah.
I had another director, a backup director, that in case Derek picked Spielberg, I had a Billy Wilder.
That was one I was thinking about too. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had a redraw yet. That is when both contestants pull the same answer to the same question, and we have to see some new titles. So that's really cool. But yep, it's Jaws. No competition on that one. It just came in and chomp on Birdman.
It's okay. It's one of my favorites too.
All right, very good. So Steve takes the lead in an unexpected comeback with that little switch with Jeff at the end of the last one with the $1 million
first round, then I was losing 2 in a row.
And then came swimming back up with the Jaws. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm actually saying I would have definitely voted for any Billy Wilder film.
Well, dang it.
There we go.
Now we know.
Bangers in the backups are bangers.
Next time I'll grab the apartment.
All right. This one's interesting. Round 6, someone's first Oscar win.
Oh.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay. You can go a lot of directions with this one. Hey, Amy Madigan for Weapons last night. Or the cinematographer for Sinners. And that was like the first female to win that category, correct? So that was really cool. What are you thinking, Pierre Hangout? Anything jumping into your mind?
Gosh, I'm trying to roll back into history, think of some first time wins. Was Francis's first Fargo? Yeah. That one's an all-timer. But was it in the right category? Yes. You could question that.
Well, she's the only woman in the movie, so she's the lead actress.
Oh, I mean, lead. I've heard people say she belongs in the supporting category.
If anything, William H. Macy should have been in lead and not supporting.
Yeah.
Was Nora Sean Baker's first win?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one because he won so many off of that title.
Yeah.
Too bad.
All right, so someone's first Oscar win. Let's see it. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Derek's Think Alike. It's on.
He's the Fargo.
Brothers and Frances McDormand's first one.
Look at that. Look at Fargo. Don't you
nice.
know?
I didn't even think about Fargo, but
Coen Bros and Franny, my girl Franny.
Right.
And Steve with the Oppie.
Oppenheimer with Christopher Nolan. You know, some people hate this movie, but I know I love it though.
Really?
It's one I was really anticipating. I know some people don't; they're kind of lukewarm on it. Not loving it, but you know,
I like the first 2 acts. I would have cut it after the second act. That third act that goes all courtroom drama and just changes like the genre of the film. I'm like, what the heck is this now? I'm so confused. It's like slow burn courtroom drama, but before that it was like a heist movie, like let's gather all these physicists, let's go. I would have rather seen like for a third act the fallout of the atomic droppings, like that would have been cool.
Yeah, Fargo's a good one though. Yeah, I mean, Tony Stark won his first Oscar. Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
So the Oppenheimer versus the Fargo. All right, audience, you need to know, what are you going for?
Bros versus Nolan.
Exactly, yeah.
And Franny and the actors.
See, I don't know which one would I want to rewatch again, because I like both, but I don't love both. I think I have them both at like 3 stars, where like I like them. I enjoyed my one-time watch, but I don't think I'm wanting to rewatch them all the time.
Well, the best thing about Fargo is you could watch it twice in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer once.
That's true. That's a good point.
This movie is like insane how short it is. Like I can't believe it's like 95 minutes long for how amazing it is.
Yeah,
like, movies aren't that good that short anymore. Like no good Oscar movie is ever an hour and a half long anymore. They're all
it must be 3 hours plus now.
Yeah. Must
be dramatic. What are you thinking initially on these right here?
Well, I like the Fargo. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go Fargo, but I was gonna say I like that it is a Coen win and a Francis win, but we also have that over there with Oppenheimer too, with Nolan and Killian. So kind of that cool stat is happening both times.
Directly with their go-to actor.
Yeah, exactly. That's
that's right. He's worked with them a lot.
Yeah, I love that. That's really cool. But just out of like favoritism towards one of the 2 films, I got to go Fargo.
That's understandable. That's a good one.
Vin's like, Mike made these guys do their homework tonight.
Yeah,
I was doing last night when I was watching the Oscars, pulling stuff, really reading.
I made my pile while I was rendering a video. I was like, yeah.
These guys are the Oscar guys. That's why this is a great matchup right here.
To switch my piles so I can reach the.
Ken, why are you saying John Wayne? Like, what was John Wayne?
Not?
First Oscar win? I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. For True Grit, Pilgrim.
And then a lot of Fargo in here. Fargo 8 days a week and 3 times on Sunday. Ooh.
And you can watch it that often. That's the best part.
Fargo, don't you know?
You don't have to like take a day off work.
Right.
And I love Oppenheimer. I'm not
a lot of Fargo.
It's a dark comedy too. It's so dark. It's so great. Fargo's such a good movie. So
I'm surprised not a lot of Oppenheimer love.
I wore my Fargo shirt yesterday and had my Fargo beer glass. I timed it.
I think Christopher Nolan kind of polarized him.
I'm shocked because everybody is always a big Christopher Nolan fan, and you'd think we'd get at least one Oppenheimer in here.
Yeah, I thought recency bias might screw me on that one.
Well, I think with like it being a biopic, it's easy to stop admiring. It's kind of like this is cool in the moment and everything, but then you don't think about it as much as his other bigger, more exciting films. I think it's one that kind of fizzles over time because it's a biopic sort of deal.
It was the right movie for him to win for at the right time, but other than
that,
it's not a lot of people's favorite.
it'll over the years it will drop, I think, in like Nolan rankings.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see it being in anybody's top 5 Nolan rankings.
Over time, I don't see that happening.
It's like I wouldn't rewatch it a lot, but it's like objectively, probably one of his better movies, but it's not one I would want to watch again as often.
Right.
Like, rather watch Inception or The Prestige, which no one ever gives love to, and I love The Prestige.
Yeah.
But like Coen Brothers,
except the song credits, totally ruins the tone.
Right.
But you talk Coen Brothers, and Fargo is always near the top of those
top
rankings.
3, I'd say at least.
Yeah. Seriously.
So that makes sense. So Fargo with the clear win there. All right, let's get into round 7. movie with multiple technical Oscar wins. Now, technical, I guess, is up to interpretation, but I'm thinking sound design and mixing, thinking visual effects.
Below the line stuff.
Below the lines, yeah.
Maybe even cinematography there. Any other categories hang out that would fall under
visual
technical?
effects, sound editing.
Yeah, basically not acting and not
not acting, writing, and directing.
Writing, yeah.
Or best picture.
Right.
There you go. So movie with multiple technical Oscar wins.
Can these movies have above the line wins though, or do they?
Could.
Okay.
They could. Yeah. So Lord of the Rings again.
Well, so if somebody wanted to pick F1, they could.
No, because it only has
F1 only
multiple. That's right. It only did get the one. Sorry.
Good sound.
Yeah, sound is reduced to one category now.
I would have loved if it got sound and editing though. Like that would have been great. All right, so movie with multiple technical Oscar wins. We're ready? What Steve's thinking over there? One,
I got two of them.
3, reveal. Ooh, Titanic.
Scary Road.
And you got the 3D right there.
Yeah, both of mine were 3D, oddly enough, that I had here.
Nice.
Yeah, they won all 6 of its below the line awards. It damn near swept the whole year. It was great. The only thing I lost was cinematography to The Revenant, basically. It got sound editing, editing, costume, makeup, I think, production design, all that stuff. All that awesome. And this movie never should have been an Oscar movie. Like, how did this happen? It's like an epiphany or an anomaly.
But right. Steve, you went with the Titanic. I love my Titanic.
James Cameron. I mean, why not? I know some people hate this movie, but it's as far as a technical movie, it was state of the art in 1997.
It's up there.
98 Oscars, and it's definitely changed the game, just like Jurassic Park did. In '93, just a technical standpoint. It's visual effects. It's all over sound. Best song. I mean, that's on technical.
Yeah.
Award, but everything,
That song was huge.
Yeah, 14 Oscar nominations, 11 wins. So it killed it at a time, just like Lord of the Rings.
That movie still keeps up to today, though. I just saw it recently this year in Flashback Cinema, and the theater was almost sold out. There was everybody. There was old people. There was young people. Like, everybody was pumped for some Titanic. So
I saw it twice in the theater. It was 3 hours long, over 3 hours long. I saw it twice in the theater. I mean,
if you're trying to get my kid to watch it, but he doesn't want to sit down that long. I'm like, it's so good.
I don't think I even went to the restroom the first time. I think I peed myself on it.
Historical kind of romance drama.
Yeah.
And then the second half, disaster blockbuster. Let's go.
It's like one of those, just everlasting films in history, I think, where families will forever watch, like a Wizard of Oz, 10 Commandments sort of thing. Ben-Hur for some families, where it's just like, this is the family's movie. We watch it every year, that sort of thing. It kind of has that vibe to it.
Yeah. If you go to Half Price Books, you can find the VHS double tape. I like that's why when it came out on Blu-ray and now 4K, you can get it on watch it on the one disc.
I think I have the 3D one, and I think that's on 2 discs. The 3D version of it or whatever.
Yeah, this is the Blu-ray DVD, so it has like 2 Blu-rays and 2 DVDs. I never watched the DVDs before, but yeah, it's some people didn't like the love story part of it, but it's just, as far as Leo, push Leo off push him off the door and see what happens.
I think the love story is what got it over that $600 million back in the day.
Mike,
13-year-old girls who went and saw it 45 times.
Vin's got a question there about voting for this one. If you want to
Are we judging off the themes of the Oscars they won or the overall film? Well, it's your vote, so it's kind of up to interpretation there. But what I try to do is I try to look at, once again, what is the question? Does it fit the question? How well does it fit the question? So if it did win, even more technical Oscar wins, I would factor that in. But also you got to just factor in, what movie do you love? What movie did you enjoy? What do you think's the better movie overall? So I would factor in a few different things there. I know for me, of course, I would go Titanic because that's my top 100 favorite films of all time. Mad Max Fury Road. I've grown to appreciate that one more, but I don't know why that movie doesn't stick with me like other people seem to love that one. And I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like they're driving a lot. There's a big sandstorm that looks cool, but I'm like, I actually like the newer one. Furiosa, I thought was actually a really good story.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I was like, Mad Max is just weird because I don't like action movies that much, and that movie's like the most action movie ever made. And I just love, I don't watch it that often, but when I do, it's just like, oh, that's so cool.
I actually like that first Mad Max. I watched that first one for the first time recently, and I'm like, oh, this is like almost like a revenge story kind of Punisher thing. Like,
yeah, it's very different. I think it's funny. It takes like most of the movie for like the thing that starts the story to happen. It's like,
and then you're like, what happened? It's already over. It's like,
yeah, it's like, oh, this is what starts this. Oh, it's over. That's why Road Warrior is like the perfect one because it's just like a good blend of the two.
Yep.
As far as the style goes,
we got Titanic. People love the romance. Titanic. Lots of Titanic.
You can't win technical Oscars with romance.
We don't love.
And we have more Blu-ray winners. Yeah, I think we've seen more Blu-rays tonight for sure. One Mad Max though. There we go.
I probably would have gone Mad Max.
Love that movie
because it only won Below the Line. So
yeah, that's why I picked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have voted based on that.
I almost picked Gravity. That was the other one I almost picked.
Mm.
But that also won director.
Demo worthy. Yep, absolutely. The home theater setup go to 4K disc. 100%, Vin.
Great visuals, yeah.
Yeah, it just like looks and sounds amazing, but I just like never really care for the story by then. I'm like, technically everything's great, so it fits the category perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, do I really care about Max by the end of this? I don't know.
Oh, he's probably the main character in that movie. He's just happy to be there.
All right, let's see. We are now into let me get the tallies here to see where we're at. Yeah. Actually, so Steve has 4, Derek with 3. So 4-3, still a very close matchup.
How many more we got?
We're on round 8 and we're going to round 10.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. So we're getting near the end here. Now, round 8 swept many of its Oscar nominations. So it doesn't have to win everything it was nominated for. But many is kind of up to your interpretation. So it doesn't win, 60% of its Oscar nominations. You could argue that for sure. I mean, the obvious one would be Lord of the Rings, but that's already been shown. So I don't want to see that again.
What's that? I'm not going to show something if someone else already showed it.
But swept many of its Oscar nominations.
I'm going to specifically pick not all of, because I had one that was all of, but I don't think anyone would vote for that because it's not Lord of the Rings. And so yeah,
and that's why I wanted to open up the question. I'm like, yeah, if you do all of, that's really only
there's like 7 movies maybe.
Yeah.
Do that.
But many definitely opens it up. Pure Hangout. Are you thinking anything that pops into your mind?
I think was It Happened One Night the one that won every, like, kind of the first Best Picture winner to sweep, I think.
It's the first one that won the Big Five or whatever.
The Big Five anyway. Yeah. So I don't know. That's cool. Again, looking back into history. But obviously when this was announced, Lord of the Rings is what popped into my head just because that was so historic and amazing and cool.
Yeah, and I almost wonder if anybody could argue with last night, either Sinners or One Battle After Another, because both of those did win a whole bunch of Oscars, but I know it was kind of like a 2-horse race between them. I don't know if it was enough, but
neither of them won more than half of their nominations, though. So
yeah,
no one counted.
Cancel each other out a little bit.
But K-pop Demon Hunters, you totally count.
What about Avatar? Avatar was only nominated for one.
Yeah, there you go. They won 1 for 1. There you go.
There you go. Let's see.
I was so happy with that win. I love that.
I mean, it totally deserved it, though. I mean, that is the visual effects movie.
I know. Yeah. Anytime an Avatar film is nominated there, it pretty much has to be the winner.
Love it or hate it. It's like, yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Although I was rooting for The Lost Bus because that movie has surprisingly impressive visual effects.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. I could not believe how in depth those visual effects are in that movie.
Okay,
that's a pretty good movie too.
I assumed, I didn't know, was that a streaming film?
It's on Apple, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I just, because of that, usually I am biased against them. I just assumed it wasn't going to be good because it, you know, the CGI I feel like is usually pretty cheap looking in a lot of
it's
streaming films.
It's all like during LA fires, and it's Paul Greengrass, so the whole thing is like shaky camera moving all the time. Yet it has constant like fire and like smoke and ash and in the background that's camera tracked in, and it's really impressive.
That's hard to do.
Watch like a behind the scenes thing about it. I'm like, this is way more impressive than Avatar to me.
Nice.
Avatar is just like animated movie that looks really good, basically.
Yeah.
Because even the live action person in that's fake half the time. Spider or whatever.
Yeah.
ACG most of the time.
Yeah, didn't Avatar? Wait, I thought Avatar did get nominated in another category.
Oh yeah, we got costumes.
Yeah, that was the weird one. Actually,
yeah.
I'm like, why did it get nominated? I guess you got to design the costumes
because they didn't want to nominate Wicked, no matter what. Apparently, so they nominated Avatar.
Wow, yeah.
Which is just funny because even the first one, it didn't get nominated for costumes. It's like, all right.
All right, so Steve and Derek swept many of its Oscar nominations. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, The Godfather.
You got to pick the second one, I guess, right? I did West Side Story, the OG one.
Ooh,
the better one.
The good one. Actually, the other one's good. Yeah, I went this one because it was nominated for 11 awards and won 10. Which
nice.
It sucks to be that guy, right? I think the only thing it lost was adapted screenplay, but it won everything else. Picture, director, supporting actor and actress, all the art direction, costumes, and all that normal stuff. But yeah, West Side Story is another one I grew up on because my mom and my sister were obsessed with it. So I was forced to watch it, and then I grew to love it myself. So
what's the Oscarology on Godfather?
Well, Godfather 2 won more than the first Godfather. They both won Best Picture. This one has it looks like 8 wins, or 7 wins, I think. Best Picture, Best Director, Robert De Niro, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Art Direction, Best Original Dramatic Score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it won actually more than the first one, but I actually like the first Godfather more than the second one. But De Niro is so great, and Al Pacino's fantastic, and especially the first two, he's really great in these. And he got cheated, especially in the first one by Brando, by being put in the wrong category with two other actors that were in Best Supporting Actor, and they all kind of canceled each other out. And he probably could have won if he had been, Best Actor
in the right category. He should have won for the
actor too. This is Godfather 2 category. Yeah. 1974, Francis Ford Coppola was on fire in the 70s. Conversation with the first two Godfathers, Apocalypse Now. Amazing run there in the 70s, especially. Yeah, I'm going with Godfather 2, though.
That came out the same year as Conversation, too, I think.
Yeah, 74. Another great movie, too.
So, Steve, just to clarify, you're going part 2? Godfather Part 2? Gotcha. Versus West Side Story, the original. I actually never seen the original one, but I love the remake. So I gotta go.
I need to rewatch the new one. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Mike, I think you might be bored, but it's very beautiful.
Really?
I mean, it's the same movie. It's just not shot as.
Wait, well, I do like musicals. I'm definitely a musical person. So,
like all the songs are the same. It's just not shot as like.
Wait, sorry, Mike. Did you say you've seen the new one or the old one?
The new one. I love the new one.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like, like The Greatest Showman. So I'm into like those kind of musicals. As long as it's paced well enough, I don't mind a good musical. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. Hang out. What do you think of these two? Are you a fan of both of these?
Yeah,
Maria.
I'm like just looking at the movies. I probably like The Godfather more, but I do love the set design in West Side Story quite a bit. It's a very beautiful movie to look at.
There you go.
The right people who was not a huge fan of The Godfather. I'm like, it's great. I don't ever want to watch it. But I do like.
I really like the first Godfather. I don't like part 2 as much because it's like 2 different stories, you know, squished together. And it always throws me off. I know we're having a party over here. But I like the prequel stuff in part 2, but I actually don't like the sequel stuff in part 2. So
yeah, the De Niro stuff is the most interesting part.
Yeah.
That's why he won. Let's drop stuff.
West Side Story. Ooh. The Godfather. I'm not a fan of musicals. No Willy Wonka for you, Win? Not watching Willy Wonka or anything? Let's see. West Side Story. West Side Story. Oh, this is close. Maybe we go.
Is that a tie?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, they're both best picture movie classics. So.
Ooh, do we got somebody with last minute vote, or we're gonna have to go with Hangout's decision here? Initially, Mr. Hangout, before you decide if we, let's see if we get a last minute vote in here. What are you initially thinking though on both of these ones? Also in relation to the question here.
Put that question up one more time. Swept many. Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I think of like many Oscars, winning many Oscars, I think above the line, below the line. And when I think of these two films, the one that more obviously possesses both is West Side Story, even though I like Godfather more. Like when I watch Godfather, cinematography is nice and everything, but I don't like, that's not really an aspect of what I feel like I'm watching, maybe some of the costuming, but with West Side Story, that really is a strong focus. You're kind of in awe by so many things. Like with Lord of the Rings, same way. There's like, I love the story, I love the visual effects, I love the costume, I love the makeup. There's just so many things to love in it, and I feel like that's sort of how West Side Story is too, in terms of the nominations. They're all really there on the screen.
And 10 wins.
All right, well, Mr. Hangout, you're the referee. I think it's time to decide. Does that mean you're going West Side Story?
Okay, I think I will go West Side Story, even though I like Godfather more.
It's time to get out the snapping hands. Let's go. Time to dance.
Jazz hands, yeah.
Well, there we go. That leads us now. Hey, we're tied here, 4-4. Steve versus Derek. It's a good matchup so far. You guys, we're in the last couple rounds here. We'll see if we get to a tie. Round 9. Oldest Oscar-winning movie in your collection. Let's see who has.
I got the easy pick, so I'm already ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't stand Wings though. Good thing I'm not voting. If somebody pulls Wings, I'm not a silent film person.
Put that away.
Like I just don't do silent films. I tried, but I'm like, I just can't absorb
That's
it.
That's a you problem, though, isn't it?
It is. I need the talk.
You need to watch Charlie Chaplin movies. His early's hilarious.
Yeah, the comedies are good. Check out the comedies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the silent dramas that are kind of a slog. Because it's like,
So this is interesting. Are people just going to go with the oldest choice literally in their collection?
That's
or how do they
question says.
But how do they think the audience is going to vote? Do you pull It Happened One Night, which is really old, but also seems to be a favorite too, possibly, so we shall see here. So oldest Oscar winning movie in your collection. Let's see it, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Show us your titles.
Mike's favorite, Wings.
Really?
Best picture winner.
It's The Apartment. Yeah.
The very first.
I had to pick it. It's literally the oldest Oscar-winning movie in my collection. So I'm just off the
Steve, you don't got no Wings over there?
This is no. I don't. I actually don't own Wings, but this is a Billy Wilder. We mentioned him earlier. I didn't pick him out, but at the time, but I picked Spielberg over him. But this is a great movie though. It's Jack Lemmon, it's Shirley MacLaine, Fred McMurray. I love this. This is one of my grandmother's favorite movies. Like when I was a kid, asked my grandma, "What's your favorite movie?" and she'd always say The Apartment. And I had to verify that with my mom. Like, was this the one she liked? Because I had never seen it before until I bought it from Kino, like 2 or 3 years ago. I'd never seen it, but I loved it though. It's so dark and in some areas, but you know, it makes me feel good just to watch it. So
I approve of it, Steve. I actually like that one. It's a classic movie I do like, but it's a relatable story. I mean, you have somebody trying to work their way up the corporate ladder any which way he can. So, you know, does some stuff with his apartment that's a little sketch, but it's an alternative Christmas movie. So there you go.
Kind of it deals with a lot of like mental health stuff, which like movies didn't do back then either, which was surprising when I watched it.
Yeah.
And I can always relate to the Rolodex stuff, you know, when he's going through the Rolodex trying to help people. I'm like, that's how I feel when I'm putting together some of these live streams. I'm like, who do I got in here? Who can I contact to join this live stream?
Yeah, it's got Mr. Hand from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yeah, I always love the line at the end of the movie, which I used to hear that when I watched ESPN when they show poker all the time. There's a famous line that I didn't know until I saw this movie. But that's where that line came from. Shirley MacLaine says it near the end. But, you know, this one's I can rewatch this one over and over. Best Picture winner, Billy Wilder. It's like it. I never knew until I started watching these 5 movies I own from him that I realized that he was that famous. You know that I didn't realize that at the time, but I guess he was an iconic director.
Oh yeah, he's like one of the most Oscar-winning directors ever.
Well, what are some of his other movies?
He said Double Indemnity.
Great too.
Something Like It Hot.
It's like Something Like It Hot. Yeah.
Sunset Boulevard, which I just recently saw not too long ago. Never seen that movie.
It's good, yeah.
What a classic. William Holden. I've seen him in some movies recently, and the Towering Inferno is one of those really good ones.
And then Wings, Derek.
Wings.
How often you be watching Wings?
I
Wings. I
put it on every night to fall asleep.
The music's a little irritating.
Do they have commentary on it?
I haven't watched it. I only picked it because it's literally the oldest Oscar-winning movie in my collection. So. It was either this or All Quiet on the Western Front. But
I don't have that one either.
That's the third winner, right?
Yeah, I think so. 1930.
Yeah.
So I don't own all the Oscar winners. I have like maybe 30, maybe.
I don't have one either. I only bought Wings because it was super cheap, and I'm like, I gotta get that eventually. All Quiet I've had forever is because I have the AFI Top 100 collection, so I've had that one on DVD since like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I only have Wings because it came in that like 10 film Oscar collection.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to get it.
Was that 4K or Blu-ray or DVD?
Blu-rays.
Okay.
4Ks would have been great, but it was when I first started collecting. I didn't have any of them, so you had like Tears of Endearment in there, Titanic, all that.
Yeah.
Stuff. What was it? What studio was that? Was it Paramount? Maybe I don't know.
Titanic is Fox, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it was a Fox collection. I don't know how they got all those.
Well, this is Paramount, I guess. This Titanic? I thought Titanic was Fox. Maybe it's Paramount. This is Paramount.
All right. Well, let's see the comment here. Once again, we're voting either The Apartment or Wings. Apartment or Wings. Ken saying, I think we need a good rant on being decisive. Are you ranting it up over there, Derek, for Wings? Where's your Wings passion?
I don't need it. It speaks for itself. It is literally the oldest Oscar winner in my collection.
Man, everyone who would vote for Wings is probably resting in peace at the moment. Very, very sad, dark comment right there, man. But I really don't know what that movie's about. Like, I watched the movie. I sat there and I watched it, but it didn't process in my brain. So I don't even know what the story really was. Like, I just remember some planes. There was some
about planes.
There's some music happening, and I'm like, I don't know what this means. We got The Apartment. The Apartment, yeah, I think it's things going Apartment.
If you want to pick the good movie, sure.
Rewatchable, most rewatchable.
The Apartment is only 23 years older than me, and Wings is 56 years older than me. So I have to go with the older one.
Yeah, I'm like, I only picked it out of by default.
Well, there we go then. Woohoo! So that's giving Steve 5-4 now. 5-4, taking the lead there. Okay. Well, Derek can tie it all up. with round 10, our final round, unless we go to overtime with a tie. Favorite Best Picture winner. So this is going to be great because I don't know what your guys' favorites are here. So we're going to find out. That I guess it's not
Fargo. I know Derek's.
I think you do. I think you know what it is.
I'm going to pull it too, if I'm right.
What is Steve going to pull over there? I have to think of mine. You know, Mr. Hangout, what was your favorite Best Picture winner?
I mean, probably Lord of the Rings. Honestly, if that wasn't allowed, though, if we had to, take that one out, probably. Oh, this is also just very mainstream, but probably Rocky after that.
Yeah.
I don't start getting into the, the intellectual films until a few movies down, because then it's like Titanic, So
yeah,
it takes a bit before we start getting into.
You got to start at the rewatchability and work your way
down. Yeah. Mine would probably be Titanic or like Terms of Endearment.
Yeah,
like Lord of the Rings would be up there for me. Silence of the Lambs would be up there.
Right.
All right.
So I can't reuse something I've already used, right?
I mean, you can, but I don't know how the audience is going to respond. If I was an audience member voting, I would say, no, Steve, that's too much. I'm not voting.
I got a feeling I'm going to have the same thing as Derek. I think
both going to pull Lord of the Rings. So just for some reason,
we can pull the same thing. It's fine. This means we're both right.
All right, let's see it. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Favorite Best Picture winner.
Bam!
Ooh,
I knew it.
Everybody was pulling that.
I thought it was one of yours too. So I was like, I think he's gonna pick this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
So
it's legitimately my favorite. So I'm not bullshitting.
Steve, that's your favorite as well. I did not know that.
Well, I've already used the other two. Well, I mean, I can use another one. I knew Derek would do that one, so
But that's good. So, what do you love about No Country for Old Men? Both of you guys. So, Steve, what do you love about that one?
So it's so dark. Javier Bardem's great in the movie. The Coen Brothers. I mean, just like with Fargo earlier, that's hard to beat. But it's such a dark movie. Josh Brolin. It's maybe a little bit overly long, but it's Tommy Lee Jones is great in the movie too.
Yes, there's literally nothing I don't love about this movie. I love how it's shot. I love the three main actors. I love the weird fact that they never see each other in the entire movie, and you don't realize it till someone tells you that. And I'm like, oh my god, that's true. But yeah, it's like Javier Bardem's amazing. Josh Brolin's amazing. Tommy Lee Jones is amazing. Roger Deakins is my favorite cinematographer, and he shot the movie. Coen Brothers are my favorite filmmakers. It's hilarious. I saw this 3 times in theaters because I find it hilarious, which is a weird thing to say. Such a dark drama. Every Coen Brothers movie is hilarious to me, except for like one.
I never thought of it as a comedy at all. So I need to rewatch it.
I'm just with their sense of humor, like Fargo, same. I love, like 3 Billboards. It's very Coen Brothers to me, so that's why I click with that movie so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, great choice though, and the Criterion edition is excellent. I love the artwork on the inside with the disc are incredible, by the way. So
I'll find out eventually.
Yeah, but make sure you play the disc and test them out because I remember the first one I got in, the disc did not work.
Oh,
I had to get a replacement. So.
Damn. Good to know.
All right,
I can pull my back up if we want. I got 2 here.
Yeah, we got a redraw, so we got our second choice here. So I guess this is like your second favorite.
It's my second favorite that hasn't been pulled yet.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. Show us your titles.
So I can do.
If you want to, Steve,
I'll do Cuckoo's Nest because it's old school and I love it. It's one of the rare 50-year-old plus movies that I could watch over and over and over and over again. And for how depressing it is, it's just like, I don't know. It's also inspiring. It's a weird mix. It hits you in the feels in every different way imaginable. And Brad Dourif is adorable and sad in it. I always loved Billy Bibbit. I always loved his character. Plus the set. Plus it comes with playing cards. Look at that thing.
Oh my gosh, that is a set right there. Wow.
Where'd that come from? What is that? Which set is that?
Big ass Blu-ray.
Wow.
It's got like a book and a script and let's turn my damn lights down. I either look like a dying Victorian child or I can't see anything. It's got like a book. There's playing cards in there, and there's like a
nice. Dang, that's like a second sight edition.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's just like Warner Brothers Blu-ray. It's nothing like super fancy. It's just really nice.
Now you get the recycled Blu-ray cases.
It's like that. I'm not going to get the 4K because this is great. I don't need it.
Yeah, but great movie overall. Excellent cast.
Would
And
be
you
a
don't
SAG
know,
ensemble winner if it was a thing back then.
but the whole time I was watching the movie, I'm like, why is this movie called The One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? And then you find out in the last like 10 minutes, you're like, oh, I get it. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, pulling Silence of the Lambs again. Wow.
Not a horror film, it's a thriller. It's now a thriller. I call it a horror.
It's a dramatic thriller.
Different
it's a horror crime thriller. Yeah.
And they both won the Big Five.
Yeah. I mean,
2 of the 3 movies to do that.
Best Picture, Jonathan Demme. You got Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster. I mean, God, the fact that people would go with a scary movie like this, it's just the performances are so good. I like Manhunter too. Manhunter was the movie, and Red Dragons, the book before this. But I thought, Brian Cox just didn't. They didn't do enough with the Hannibal Lecter in the first one. With the Michael Mann, is like he took the horror, the scary stuff out of I think a lot of the scary stuff out of Manhunter, but Jonathan Demme put the scary stuff in Silence of the Lambs, and so this is a movie. I'd love to get this on like a 4K. I wish Criterion would release a 4K of it.
Yeah, I have that same one. I was like, I don't need a 4K because this one's so nice.
So good, you want the 4K, you got to go Kino Lorber, which I actually think is a good 4K, and they have different special features in there. So I was happy with my Kino 4K of it.
No.
All right, audience, we need your help. We need more votes in here. Are you going Silence of the Lambs? Or are you going The One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Keep in mind, we have seen Silence of the Lambs before in here. I don't know if that factors into your choice there, audience. But we're at 5-4 right now. So if Derek does get a win here, we force a tie. And we're going to overtime. So also keep that in mind, audience. So Silence of the Lambs versus One That Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is a tough matchup, just like
a patient file.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, patient file. Into the book. It's just a cool set. I'm just promoting the set at this point. Comes with playing cards that are on theme. I don't want to take them out because I'll never get them back in there. And then there's the movie right there. It's a good set. I think you can get it pretty cheap now because it's been out for so long.
All right, Steve, what's cool about your edition?
What's cool about it? I mean,
it's also very cool, especially when you unfold it. It's very pretty.
I had this on the Blu-ray before, and when I saw Criterion released it, I had to upgrade it to their edition. But I would upgrade it to 4K if it ever got released through them. I probably wouldn't go to like a different boutique label.
Yeah, I just say like I'm going to upgrade it. I'd rather upgrade to the same thing.
But this is there aren't too many Criterions I would upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K. I did it with No Country for Old Men. I had on standard Blu-ray before, not Criterion, but when I bought it on 4K there. And Barry Lyndon's one of the few that I've had on the Criterion Blu-ray. Mike loves that movie.
I know Steve warned me about that one, and I should have listened.
I still need to watch it. Actually, bought that like a couple sales ago and got around to it. It's so long. I don't have time to watch it.
How did I describe Barry Lyndon? I was like, this is the most well-made, technically perfection, boring movie. Like, like try to make something out of nothing. Like I couldn't fault it in anything. I'm like, okay, performances are good, the camera work, the cinematography, the music, the costumes, productions. I'm like, just going through the checklist. It has everything, but I don't care about the story. I don't care about
your interest.
I don't care about Barry Lyndon. I'm like, I'm just not connected with the But technically, it's really well made. I know for Kubrick, I'm always back and forth on that guy, but I like Halves of Glory, Full Metal Jacket. Yeah,
that's one of the reasons I'm afraid to watch it. Every Kubrick movie I've seen, I've pretty much loved. I'm like, I don't want to watch it because I don't want to be disappointed. But also, it's 4 hours long, and that's the other reason I haven't watched it.
It's a whole day. You got to plan a whole day around there.
I know. It's like I don't have time to watch those anymore. 20 years ago, when I living at home alone, I could watch those movies. Stay up and watch Lawrence of Arabia at midnight.
So we got for One for Flu, Silence, One Flu, 2-2. Then going nest. What does that mean? Does that one?
Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
I knew Vin liked it a lot too. It's one of
There you go. Okay, and another Cuckoo's Nest. Gotcha. Vin says, "I will not stand for Barry Lyndon." It's not hate. I like the film. I gave it 3 stars. I just don't ever see myself rewatching it. That's the problem. All right.
It's very pretty.
Yes, it's like a painting. That's also how you would describe it. It's like looking at
that whole movie just looks like paintings, like every frame of that movie. That's like the one thing I'm like, that's the main reason I wanted to watch it, because of that. I'm like, I just don't think I'm going to be interested, like you're saying.
All right, so looks like Cuckoo's Nest is winning here, and so we force 5-5 tie. So we'll go into our overtime. And Ref, I think we go with the same question here, or what do you think? What do you think on this last one? What would you like?
I want to see the same. I want to see the same question, because I'm curious how it would work out if we didn't have any repolling of previous titles.
Ooh, I like that. So as our ref, you're making the determination. We'll use the same question: favorite best picture winner, but you cannot repool a title that has already been pulled tonight. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I like this. I like that.
All right, now I gotta get up because I need.
Well,
didn't have enough backups there.
I mean, I'm sure I could pull one of those that I didn't grab, but that's no fun, right?
Favorite best picture there. I wonder if anybody's gonna go with some kind of deep cut here. You know, who's gonna pull How Green Was My Valley? Somebody
winner.
I actually had that on my list somewhere. I have it right here. I think.
Or you know what? A great classic movie that I'll hype up here. You Can't Take It With You. That's a classic movie I actually really, really like. So if you haven't seen that one,
have you seen them all?
I don't think I've seen them all. I think I've seen the majority of them, but I'm probably missing maybe 10 in there.
Yeah.
I find it.
The Guns of Navarone. Just, I don't know. Did that win Best Picture? It won some kind of award.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Only nomination. There you go.
How about The Wizard of Oz? No?
No, not either.
Citizen Kane? No?
No, that's again to either.
I know. Derek's thinking back there. He's looking at that amazing.
I'm just looking at my finger. Like, they're all right here.
Audience, can we help him out? What do we see over there? That's a great. That room is so organized, by the way, Derek. Like, I need you to get in here
at the floor
and decorate my room, because my little studio here looks such like a mess, not organized at all.
Mine just looks good from camera up. Everything else looks like garbage.
Oh,
it sucks because all my favorites of these are like the ones that didn't win. I was going to pull this because I love it, even though it might not be my favorite, but it's up there.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of the ones we pulled already are up in my favorites.
So favorite best picture winner, but we haven't seen this titled pulled tonight. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Show us your titles. Final round.
One battle.
Ooh, with the new winner, Steve. One battle after another.
That's not fair. I don't have that yet.
Against Chicago. Little song and dance over there. Woo.
PTA, buddy. I knew this year would be his year. It was his year. Thank God.
Yeah, that's a great title right there. Won a lot of awards for sure.
Sean Penn didn't even show up.
I know. Does anybody know why? Is that like Sean Penn's thing where he doesn't always show up, or was there like a weird emergency?
I think it might have been was it a protest? Just, you know,
Ukraine or something.
He's actually like in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's very anti giving a crap about award shows.
But I thought he was at one of the Golden Globes and he wouldn't stop smoking, and they told him
he was there smoking the whole time, and then every time he won, he wasn't there.
Yeah, so I think after that he didn't go to any more awards.
He's still a rebel, I tell you, from his Spicoli days in Fast Time.
He doesn't care. He just puts in the work.
He's a baller, man. Just to win 3 Oscars, he didn't even show up. He didn't care.
Yeah.
Benicio should have won anyway.
Yeah,
I was rooting for Stellan. Hello, Stellan.
Look at Chicago, though.
Yeah, I love Chicago. It's just one of those weird Best Picture movies that I've seen it a dozen plus times. I'm like, why do I like this movie so much? Like,
I know why you like it.
I'm not like obsessed with musicals or anything, but this is my favorite musical ever, probably. So, and it didn't even have to win directing or screenplay, and it still managed to win Best Picture.
I don't even own Chicago. It didn't make my list of most over overrated kind of movies. I don't even know Chicago, so I didn't have it on my list. So it's years since I've seen that.
Both are good choices, and this is a tough one because I like both of the movies quite a bit, but I don't think I love either of the movies. Oh man, if I was voting, I would be split right here.
It looks like somebody's winning.
Oh, yes, the audience
they both won
recency bias or what?
Oscars. That says it's going to be recency bias against.
Oh no! A lot of
this old 24-year-old classic.
We got a song and dance audience, though.
I was going to pick Amadeus, but I don't think any people would pick that one.
See, honestly, if I would have seen that up first, I probably would have grabbed Amadeus because I love Amadeus.
I just thought some people haven't seen this movie. It was 1984. Probably haven't seen this one in years.
It's like one of the only good 80s Best Picture winners.
Yeah.
The best one, probably.
Yeah,
definitely.
The 80s were.
That's one I still need to see. Out of all the titles pulled tonight, I have not seen Amadeus.
Oh, it's great.
Wow.
Well, I didn't know until I think Hangout told me it was a Mozart movie. I'm like, I didn't know that was Mozart's last name. I wish we would have called it Mozart.
And after you watch it,
his first name, right, or his middle name?
Is it? I don't know. See, I got mixed up.
After you watch it, follow it up with the Schwarzenegger film, Last Action Hero.
Oh, that's a great movie. I do like that movie.
Amadeus.
Last Action Hero.
Oh yeah, Last Action Hero parodies a bunch of stuff because it parodies that what the heck is that other movie? That Bergman movie.
Abraham, right?
The Seventh Seal, right?
Oh, yeah.
Seventh Seal, yeah.
Is that the jerk?
Sound of Music, Gone with the Wind. That's
Careful,
getting a 4K now.
All those movies.
I have those, but I'm not going to pick Gone with the
Hey,
Wind.
you could have gone controversial, I guess, with Gone with the Wind now.
Sound of Music's great, though. I love Sound of Music.
We did get one battle after another.
One.
Just one.
It was my
favorite to win. I just don't have it.
See, Steve, you were thinking there was going to be that.
Yeah, I could have grabbed Departed. Like now, I'm thinking of them. Like I should have grabbed Departed. Everyone would have picked that too.
Oh, Departed.
I can't believe nobody pulled Rocky this.
I debated it. I saw it. I'm like, we already mentioned it.
Yeah.
I don't want to play to your favorites.
Right.
Wow.
That's right.
Not like you're voting really, but.
Ooh. Looks like Derek wins here with 6 votes. 6-5. Steve. That was a great battle because it was back and forth to the very last little overtime. That's incredible. And I love how Chicago won the Chicago with Chicago.
Wow.
Favorite Best Picture winner.
It's like this was one battle.
Watchable.
One battle did lose. All right. Well, great job, Derek. Great job, Steve. Excellent competition. We got some Oscar knowledge out there tonight. Some great recommendations for the audience. So, audience, if you haven't seen any of these movies, I can recommend all of them besides Wings, but the rest are great.
I can do the same. Having not watched Wings.
All right, so we'll go around real quick, and you guys can let the audience know where to find you, all that fun stuff. Everybody's links are in the description below. But if you had upcoming projects you're working on, I know you guys did some recent stuff too with the Oscars and all that, so definitely mention that. But let's go over to our winner, of course, Derek. You can start it off.
Goodness me. I'm Derek. My channel is Convicted Cinephile. So yesterday I did obviously my Oscar reaction, but my kid and I were playing a game where every prediction I got wrong, I had to drink a gross tasting soda. So you can watch that super cut. So I'm reacting to the winners and more so the losers, and I can still taste it in my mouth, by the way. Then today I did a fun fact / Oscar, stat video that I named something for clickbait reasons about Sinners being the most Oscar losing film of all time, which sounds much worse than it is, but it's true. If you watch the video, I'll explain it. I'm not being mean. Sinners is great. And then very shortly, I'll be doing my super duper early Oscar predictions because I already have them ready on my phone.
Nice.
Got to make a video at some point, probably later this week. That's what I got going on.
All right, and our competitor here, Steve, you put up a good fight, man. You played it safe on a lot of them, but sometimes you got to do that in these matchups.
I always lose in overtime. It's like,
don't worry about this.
I lost to, lost before to Pop Culture Cafe. Like, she's always coming there. I get there and then I just blow it right at the end. Yeah, this is fun. Tonight I did on my channel I did a live stream kind of reacting to the Oscar winners, and I was happy for Paul Thomas Anderson. I think he is kind of polarizing, especially that movie is kind of polarizing too. But I'm happy that I wanted Timothy Chalamet to win, but I'm happy for Michael B. Jordan that he won, and he went to In-N-Out Burger in Los Angeles. And he got a huge crowd, and he was classy. He's 39. You just say like younger people don't win. Chalamet is 30 years old, and he still needs to grow up a little bit. Maybe watch his mouth a little bit too. Be careful, but I think he'll be around. He'll get some more nominations in the future. Maybe not for Dune 3, but for some other films. And I thought he was really great, Marty Supreme. But that movie's kind of polarizing too. It didn't win any Oscars last night at all. Just but still, this is fun. I mean, like I said, I was just happy to be here, just hang out with the Derricks and Mike, and our fun. You guys are fun. So I mean, win or lose, I knew this would be fun regardless. So if I can lose it, if I'm going to lose to somebody, I'm going to lose to Pedophile is a
back
there we go.
I said none of us are wrong every round. That's the best thing about this game.
Nothing better than a Derek Steve sandwich, I tell you.
Let's not go there.
All right, Mr. Hagel, you had a good time tonight?
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Love looking at Oscar winners. Yeah, my channel is Pure Hangout. I did an Oscar reactions video yesterday, and then today I posted it earlier than I typically do, but I did my yearly supercut of all of the Best Picture winners, where I update it with the most recent Best Picture winners. So please check that out. I don't know why. I feel like it should go viral every time, and it never does. That's the coolest thing ever, but nobody ever watches it. But I'd love it if you did. But yeah, Mike, thanks so much for having me on, and it was awesome watching this battle and being a part of it. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for being here tonight, and of course, audience, let's get these videos going viral. So go to Hangout, watch the video, go to Derek, go to Steve, watch the video. I want you to do this, everybody, and panelists. Let's do this too, because if we're going to ask the audience to do it, we got to do it too. Go to one video on each of these guys' channel, click the video, let it play all the way through.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. I don't care what else you're doing. You can put it in the background. Go
just like it and let it run in the background.
Yeah, eat dinner, do whatever you got, just let it run in the background. Hit the like, of course.
Magic light.
Hype it up on a mobile device. Let's do that too. But let's do that so we can help save physical media collecting communities out there. We want to keep these movie communities going. We got to be watching this stuff to promote that, of course. So yeah, thank you, audience, again for participating tonight. You guys are awesome. Once again, just do all the things if you haven't already: like, notification bells, subscribe, hype, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment. Do you think Derek should have won tonight, right? Did you like all of his choices, or do you think Steve was snubbed over there? Okay, let's hear it down in the comments, and also what were your favorite, Oscar wins of last night and all that stuff. But yeah, have a great night out there, and yeah, have a good one, everyone.
Bye.